One of the first things we do when we start teaching how to ski is actually to start with boot camp, because for a brand new skier, once they put their skis on, they get really slippery, they have no control, they're slipping, sliding all over the place. The progression in the boot camp is we start first with gliding and skating and gliding, and to get used to what it feels like to be on one ski and to work on balance a little bit. After that, we go to sidestepping and learning how to control the skis by walking up the mountain sideways. After the sidestepping, then we work on how to fall safely. And first we do it just in the ski boots, so it's easy to get back up with no skis on. And then the progression is to put one ski on, practice the falling with one ski on, and then go to two skis. Straight up the hill. That's it. Good. Step right up. Distance from the cable, so that's good. Now you're going to turn around, facing the handle. Reach for that handle, and as it comes, you're going to grab right onto it. Stand right up and let it pull you up the hill. Good job. When they're getting ready to ride the Mighty Mite, the key points is that, first of all, they've got to really make sure that they're all nice and set, and both skis should be pointing straight up the hill. Then once they're set, knees are a little bit bent, they're going to turn around, they're going to reach for the handle, and once it comes through, they'll grab right onto the handle and let it pull them up the hill. It's easier. A lot of times kids will start and they'll try and hold the handle really close to their body, but if they stretch out a little bit, stretch those arms, they can find that balance point, and it'll bring them right up the hill. So in the wedge turn, to be able to stop, we also call it the pizza or the snowplow. And when to get ready to stop, you want to actually be pushing out the backs of the skis, the tails of the skis, wider, keeping the tips relatively close together. And the bigger that pizza, the bigger the snowplow, the bigger the wedge turn, the quicker you'll be able to stop. First learning how to turn, again, the first thing that I actually try and have them do is, as they're going straight down the hill in a wedge or a pizza or snowplow, is actually just give them directions. I have them say, come towards me, let's see, go this way, come towards me, go that way. I do like to have them follow behind me and making those really nice wide S-turns so that they really learn to control their speed. Sometimes it's good to use the airplane, use the wings, and as they're coming around the outside, that they really want to dip the wing that's on the outside of the turn, dip it down and raise the inside wing up. The more she can ski across the hill and will help to control her speed. Counterintuitive to actually lean away from the turn, you know, because when you're riding in a car you lean into the turn, riding a bike you're leaning into the turn, but in skiing you want to lean away from the turn, and it's one of those things that is hard to get at first, to really understand which way to lean. Once you get it, you'll really feel a lot more stable on your outside ski and making those turns. The next progression is to actually learn how to do a parallel turn. In parallel turn, you're really doing the same thing that you've done in the wedge turn or the pizza snowplow, which is weighting that outside ski, but now instead of staying in the V, you're actually letting the skis come together and be parallel. They're still about 6 inches apart from each other so that you can actually still be leaning on the outside ski when you're making those turns, but you're letting your skis come together. So you can actually do a progression where if it's more comfortable, just stay in the wedge to actually make the turn, and then as you're going across the hill, let those skis come together until you're really comfortable keeping them together all the way down through and making the parallel turns. So one of the things that is important for new skiers to understand is reading the terrain. And right through here we've got a relatively flat spot, and then it goes into a steeper pitch. So you want to be able to understand what's going to happen. As you're going from the flat onto a steeper pitch, you're going to actually really pick up speed unless you're really going across the hill. The other thing is that when you go over that pitch, you actually want to come forward with your upper body so that you keep up with the pitch of the hill.